Chuck Derenne is our secret weapon. He enables us to take control of the settlement process and for us to dictate terms to the defense, not the other way around. And that's the way it should be.
He understands plaintiffs, he understands their needs, he understands plaintiffs' trial lawyers. And so we feel confident when we talk with him, we're getting the best information, the highest price we can for our client.
Chuck Derenne is a plaintiff-only structured settlement broker who has consulted on thousands of cases and submitted over $180 million in annuity premiums. As the president of Premier Settlement Services, Chuck puts your law firm's and your client's best interest first. I want a person whose word I can take to the bank. If I need a question answered now, I want a broker who will give me that answer now. I want a plaintiff's broker. When I need a structure, there is only one person to call, Chuck Derenne.
Because of Chuck's many years of experience in this industry, he understands the nuances and the subtleties about placing an annuity in such a way to get the most bang for the buck for our clients. And he understands the industry inside and out. So that's why we rely on him when it comes to something like determining the rated age of the client.
Robert Spora is a member of the exclusive Inner Circle of Advocates, an invitation-only organization of the top 100 trial attorneys in the country. He is listed in Florida Trend Magazine's Legal Elite, in the Best Lawyers in America, and as a Florida super lawyer. Mr. Spora uses Chuck on all of his substantial cases and regards him as the firm's secret weapon.
By relying on Chuck, we say to the defendant, look, if there's going to be a structure here, we're going to be the ones to make the decision, and we're going to tell you how much is going to be structured and with what companies and at what terms. And by taking control of the process with Chuck's help, we serve our clients much better than by walking into a mediation and turning it over to the defense.
We want the mediation to be successful if it's successful on our terms. And so when we have our experts right there, when we have Chuck right there, that gives us an immediacy that we can make intelligent decisions, conscious decisions, very quickly. And the client can understand that it's a team effort to get there. Chuck is part of our team.
Roger Dodd is highly respected among the nation's most elite lawyers and is currently listed as a Georgia super lawyer. He is included in Martindale Hubbell's Preeminent Lawyer, Who's Who in the World and Who's Who in America. Mr. Dodd had this to say about the expertise of Chuck Derenne.
Chuck brings an expertise on age-rated cases, that's what they call it now, that simply is beyond our expertise. You have to combine medical and law and then finances. And we can handle the law, we can even understand the medical and explain some of that. But Chuck is able to give us a third leg on that stool that we need for the support of our clients.
Just like you want the best trial expert, you should use the best structured settlement expert. And I believe Chuck Derenne is the best. In an arcane, secretive, and quite frankly, sometimes unethical industry, Chuck knows all the ins and outs. Not only can he help you get the best deal for your client, he can help you structure the entire transaction.
If it's a case of any significance, we want his advice in terms of structuring, but also in terms of negotiating. He's given us invaluable information in terms of how to negotiate the appropriate settlement for our clients.
My personal view is we need Chuck in the case as soon as possible. As soon as we know we're headed in this direction, we need to have him start educating us and, just as importantly, maybe more importantly, educating the client. Chuck has the ability to communicate to clients.
In 15 minutes, you told me more about my options with a structure than I had learned in 20 years of practice. I use Chuck Derenne and Premier Settlements for the simple reason that I sleep better at night knowing things will be done right.
The fact that we're in Jacksonville, Florida, and Chuck is several states away is of no consequence to us. He's available by telephone and email 24/7. He's extremely responsive.
Once I started working with Chuck Derenne, I have not worked with anyone else. Chuck responds immediately to any request for assistance. I have never had him fail to assist me, even on an instant's notice.
universally the client ends up embracing Chuck.
He establishes a great rapport with the clients. They rely on his advice. We rely on his advice. He has insight into the industry. He knows this business inside and out. And as I say, he is our secret weapon.